So Professor Stark is with us. Do you want to say hi to Professor Stark?
There's no practice today. Jaden didn't know there's practice. That's okay. Is he coming? I give it up to this podcast. I guess we could rehearse a little bit of
This one?
we don't have a recording. We won't. We haven't had everybody for a rehearsal. Or we can start on Ave Maria. Alright, so they're starting.
So we have two cameras. We have a camera here and a camera over there, so we can wave at either one.
Good to see you too. But they need to figure it out, so yeah. Do you guys need some copies of Ave Maria, or do you have one, two? Sorry, I left my copy at home.
I can hear you, and I saw the thing.
Okay, good. All right.
I'm looking up one more copies.
So you've got access to the folder, right? To the corrections folder?
I have the folder with just the washroom.
Okay.
Not any other.
Not any other folders. Did we have?
I uploaded Jalen's, I haven't uploaded, is Ave Maria any different?
I don't know. I was going to talk to Nick. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But let's get Jalen's and let's pass it.
Jalen will join it at very good, but he's working.
Yes, it can.
So,
Legs over here.
yeah.
Oh, there's Nick.
Hello.
Hey, Nick. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Fantastic. So Nick is in the house.
I am.
All right. So have you sent me the latest version of the script?
Not yet. The only thing I'm changing are the stage directions.
Oh, okay.
At least. As far as, that's the only thing I've been giving criticism on.
Okay.
Working through the people.
As far as the language is
Yeah.
concerned, we're going to work on that.
Yeah.
So let's have that. I'll ask.
So what's the dancing part that I missed? For Aphrodite's baby?
So she says, I can show you a picture. So you do some data. She said, so.
I'm saying we need to do all together.
So
Okay.
it's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. It's more like just going back. 5, 6. Then you do some technical 7, 8. Okay.
Okay, I do that.
Next 1, 2,
So turn.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, then you bring it back. 7, 8, yeah. 7, 8. So after that, you do.
So the only one, the last one I have is this
Look,
version right
one,
here.
two,
Wait, just bring it back.
three, four, five, six.
Does that look good?
Yep. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
What's this one for?
After that, you do
Like that?
1, 2, 3, 4. This.
How?
1, 2.
I'm saying like this way.
Okay, so Carolyn, Nick is here, so we're gonna print out Ave Maria, and we're gonna start working on the casting and all that sort of
That's
stuff.
how it's
That
there.
sounds perfect.
But this one's first.
I know. I did that. You covered mine to the second one.
Let's start from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Doesn't feel right.
Well, did you want the guys to look as well, or did you want just the girl?
Huh?
You want everything? Okay.
If you don't want to do this part, you can just do your shoulder.
I'm good.
Like that. Like that. Like this.
We've met, haven't we? We met?
Yeah.
You're what? Leanne,
know what's
that's right,
up?
Leanne. Okay, great.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. What do we do? And then we just do those.
Okay, so if I can have your attention for just a second. So Nick, we've got some speaking roles. So we went through washerwomen, right?
Yes.
So we've cast the roles for that. So Maria's going to be Liza, and Jaden's going to be Penn. Jaden's not here today. Jazaria's going to be Raflesia. Asia's going to be the chorus leader, and Henry's going to be the narrator. Right?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So now let's look on Ave Maria. Now, just a quick comment about gender. I think we talked a little bit about ancient Greek gender. That all of in that day, thousands of years ago, women didn't play on the stage, right? And so all of the roles, even those of women, of the chorus that was made up women actors, that were all played by males, right? It's a new day, so we can completely switch up the genders however we want to, right? Okay, so for example, Henry here is going to be in the chorus for the washerwomen, right? So I'm figuring you can be a washerwoman, right? There's no problem, okay? And so, in other words, we don't need to think in terms of casting by gender.
Yeah.
So whatever roles you guys want to play, that's totally okay. In fact, that's in the spirit of drama, because drama means, the sort of ancient concept. Well, it's a concept that's cross-cultural. It means assuming a different persona, right? So anyway, what have we got for speaking roles in Ave Maria?
Essentially just Joseph. The priest has one line.
Okay. So we've got non-speaking role. Do we have another chorus leader or something?
Yeah.
Can you explain?
Yeah, so there are kind of four roles in this. There's Joseph, who does the bulk of the speaking, and there's the priest, who are the two vocal focuses, but then there also be two dancers as well, kind of acting out what's being talked about between the two. So those are really the four main roles, I would say.
So we've got the priest
Yeah,
and Joseph.
Joseph, and then the dancing Joseph, like you could say.
Dancing Joseph, okay.
And the dancing priest as well.
And the dancing priest. And
Yeah.
then we have a chorus, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be singing the Ave Maria.
Yeah, and they're just going to be common churchgoers.
Okay. The chorus of churchgoers.
So I've got some King of Pain.
Well, they're
Ready?
not dancing mother.
I just uploaded.
Yeah, so what I was thinking
the
of
Ave Maria.
Okay.
So
Since it's not always.
So since Nick is here, we're going to give
Just
and Jim is maybe join us a little bit later.
They can kind of
And then
see what
there's a
the
new
roles
version of
are.
that one. That's in the Dropbox that you shared with me on Friday.
Is there a new version of Ave Maria? Did you share with me on Friday?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We're just going with the one that we've got, and then we might make some adjustments. Okay, Joseph. So Joseph is the main speaking role. So this is going to be, so you're going to have some lines to learn, okay? Who wants to be Joseph? I love it. Henry. Henry is everywhere. Everywhere you want to be. Okay, good. Who wants to be the priest? All right, Trey.
And don't forget your people that are missing.
A dancing Joseph?
Does it have to be a guy?
No, it can be.
Yeah, it could be a Joseph.
Okay, all right, very good. Very fantastic. Dancing Joseph would be the king, right? And dancing priest? Very good, she's here. Okay, fantastic. So take us through, Nick, take us through a little bit through what's happening in this, and then we'll start thinking of it. So we've got some music. This is, I think, Ave Maria. It's Schumann. Didn't Schumann compose Ave Maria? I'll check.
Yes.
Okay, so take us through the play.
Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, so it opens up in a church, Catholic church, and so it'll start off with the chorus singing Ave Maria. And it's not the classical rendition, but it's actually the Celine Dion version, because those lyrics are in English, and I think they really kind of portray the story, and they relate to ancient Greek tragedy as well. And there's kind of a prayer to the gods, or prayer to the God. Just like, tis thou can save with this despair. So, starts off with that, and kind of sets the tone for us to play. And as they're singing, Joseph goes up to the confessional. So the way confessional was set up, I've never been to confession before, so I kind of researched this. But the priest is sitting, there's a wall right here, and then the person comes up to the wall and kneels and speaks and confesses to the priest. So Joseph goes up and he starts kneeling and he confesses, and then so a big part of this, like the script isn't too long, so I really want a lot of space in between word like sentences, and like I really want silence to be an aspect of this to kind of emphasize the severity and the tone of the scene as a whole. So essentially it's Joseph in a monologue, and that's really because I didn't want the priest to have any lines. I didn't want him to give a defense because he doesn't really have any. That's the way I want to portray for his actions. Just like a song or in any other story, Joseph starts off serious but quiet, and then it starts to build to the end, and he really starts lashing out on the priest. And then so the big reveal happens where he tells that he knows who the priest is. He knows his relation to the priest, and then immediately after he says, yes, I know who you are, Father, and soon everyone else will too. That's when the chorus will come back in with the rest of the verse of that song, and then in that it's not. I haven't changed it in here yet, but in that scene, the priest and Joseph are going to switch space. Not just going to switch spots, show kind of a shift in power. So, and if you guys have any questions, please ask. Yeah.
So, are you playing the actual song, or are there going to be people singing?
People are going to be singing.
From who's going to be singing?
Well, whoever's in the chorus, and if it's just the four of you guys that we're working with, we can adjust. But I was thinking there'd be 6 to 10 people on stage, kind of like around you guys, in a little circle, I guess, or like a semicircle, singing the song, just acting as if they were just attending church, and then at the end, when they come back in, then they kind of close the circle for you guys, so your characters are dancing Joseph or dancing priest, but like, the priest and Joseph aren't necessarily involved in everything Joseph's talking about. So you're really just like dancing. You're just acting out whatever Joseph is talking about. And something I talked with Henry, right? Yeah, Henry about last time is that so during the silence, during the time when Joseph pauses, that's when you guys would come in and reenact or dance whatever he was talking about. Because trying to dance right in line with what he's saying at the exact same time. That'd be cool, but that's really challenging, like getting the timing right. I'm sure you guys can do it, but I think it'd be nice to give you guys the spotlight as well, and it wouldn't get conflicting with like, do I look at Joseph speaking right now, or do I look at them dancing? You know, just to make things smoother. Yeah. Professor, you got anything else you want me to?
No, I'm tracking down the music here.
So when they did,
Yeah.
what music do you want to play then?
That's a good question. Actually, I mean, I'm completely open to suggestions as well.
Does it have to be music?
Not necessarily. If you want it to be silent, I think that would be interesting. Definitely try it out for sure. Like that's something like with the dancing, the choreography, and the music stuff. That's like really beyond me. So whatever you guys want to try out or do, I'm all for it because I don't know necessarily it's gonna look good or work well.
I think at the beginning you should kind of have it like some music playing in the background. So it's, like you said, Joseph confessing to the priest, but as it gets more and more Joseph getting angry, the music should just like become quieter and quieter, just completely silent and hear nothing but him kind of like lashing out at the priest.
Yeah.
But he's in the beginning. Oh, you told me he starts to monologue.
Yeah, once he starts to run like
What
that,
do you
music,
think music
like,
is them?
quiet music playing in the background, but as Joseph gets angrier and angrier,
Yeah.
the music lessens to this complete silence, you hear nothing but Joseph.
Yeah.
You know in spring loader last year was a guy speaking poetry and y'all were there, people in the company was on the back just dancing. There was no music, was it? It was like that type of music. It was like
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of music. It was like
It was I can't think of the name, but I can find out.
So Henry brought up something that we actually talked about when the Howard students were here as well, is that having the chorus kind of humming or awing the Ave Maria song like in the background. So they could do that, honestly, is hum the melody and then kind of drown out like you're saying, like it deeply. Yeah, so I think that'd be cool.
Okay, so here I'll play, this is Schubert's version of Ave Maria. It's the most famous one, okay? If I can get it to work.
Ooh.
that's the basic. I don't know if that's helpful or not.
No,
Give
yeah.
you-
And I
give
don't
you an idea.
expect, professional operatic rendition. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you've started to talk about setting the scene and all of that sort of thing. What have we got here? Take us through. I'll make some notes.
Yeah, so scene
How do you
opens,
envision it?
so scene opens up, the priest is already sitting down in the confessional, and the chorus is kind of around the confessional half circle, facing the audience. They're singing Ave Maria, and as they're doing that, Joseph walks up and kneels in front of the priest. And I don't know.
So do we imagine this as in a confessional so that the priest is in there and Joseph comes in and joins him in the
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to see is we've got, and this can be, we don't need really any props or anything.
Exactly,
We can just
yeah.
imagine that this is a confessional, right? So we've got two chairs. So imagine this is the stage we're facing here. So this is going to be the audience. I'm looking out at the audience of the stage.
This is the audience over here.
Oh, that's the audience.
No, where is the audience? Wait.
The audience is right
Where-
here.
Okay, this is
Yeah, yeah.
Of course. So yeah, that's essentially what it's going to be. The priest sits there. He does
So typically in a confessional though, you've got, what's that?
How about we set the priest right here and Joseph right there? Since once you see Joseph's face, you see the anger.
Because if we want to think about a confessional, they're typically side by side.
Are they?
Yeah, they're side by side with a thing in between. And so they enter in this side. So you're going to have, so the priest would be in one of these, and then Joseph would come in and sit in the other one.
Okay.
We should probably get some coaching on what's the protocol for doing that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So this is sort of the basics of when someone who's going to going through this process.
Yeah.
Do they say something? Does the priest say
Right.
something? There must be some sort of set words that they use
Right.
that I don't know about.
And I researched that when I was writing these. But yeah, what the video I found, they had the confess or kneel in front of the wall, so they're kind of like they were facing the priest, but the priest was actually facing us.
Oh, I see. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
So I mean that could be.
Yeah, no, I like that. So for example, so it might be that Joseph is like this, okay?
Yes.
Sideways. So
Yes.
the priest is sitting there.
Yeah.
And then we can have a little thing right here, so they actually kneel inside the confession. See, I've never been there, so I have
Yeah.
no idea what's going on.
I haven't either.
I see on TV.
What's that? So there might be kind of, well, just imagine that this is kind of the altar, or whatever that they do, that they come in.
Yeah.
And then they actually kneel in
Yeah.
front of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they kneel. So here's Joseph will be kneeling here, right?
Yeah. Priest sitting there. There's
And
like
the
a
priest is
screen
sitting
in
there.
the wall.
And there would be like a screen here. Yeah, okay.
What if at the beginning we saw someone walking out of the confession?
Oh yeah.
Like they say thank you, Father.
Yeah.
Forgive me for I have sinned or something
Yeah,
like that.
and
Some
then-
sort of,
And the the priest would then say, go do like pay your penance essentially. I don't know the exact words. I can look that up and I will amend the script.
but we can do this. Let's go through it
Okay.
right here. So
Design has a question.
yeah.
Okay, so I think I forgot what movie it was, but like the confessional or whatever you want to call it. Like is there in the actual scene, is there gonna be a screen?
No.
So there's not gonna be one. So I was thinking in one of the movies, okay, so like, they were sitting like kind of like side by side, but
Right.
there's still a screen right there.
Yeah.
But like, since there's no screen, like, what if like, I don't know, this is the idea, but like, they're like back to back, but like, it was kind of like tilted. Yeah, close to like, I don't know. But it's like, they're kind of back to back, but they're still like facing.
Yeah. I think there are a whole variety of different versions of what this looks like, and I think what we need to sort of focus on, and I'm just chatting here, is that we want the priest, we want the audience to see the priest frontal, okay? So because it's his emotion, it's how he responds to this. And I do like the idea of Joseph kneeling sideways on that sort of thing. If people will recognize this. I mean, we could try to build a set or something and have something to do that. But I think if we can imagine this as what it would be, and there will be program notes, so people will be reading in program notes, so they'll know sort of what's going on.
Right. And here's one thing, and wherever the priest is facing, so say he is right here, and Joseph is in the dancers are going to be in line with the direction. Basically, the dancers are going to be representing what's going on in the priest's head as Joseph is. This is what he's envisioning as Joseph is speaking to him. And so what the emotions he displays in the script are in response to what he's seeing the dancers portray.
So I guess we should not be following Joseph around and do like the thing. Or the priest. So the priest, I think, should be always the first one on stage since once you see it from his position, not from Joseph's. And I guess every priest goes somewhere. It's kind of like where people follow or something, or the priest should be the first one to stay and the last one to leave.
Yeah. So no, the priest essentially like the way it's going to close is everyone's still going to be on stage, and the chorus circles around, or we can work with that.
Okay, we got Lee here, so help us with some choreography. So let's read through it, okay? So that Lee here knows what's going on. So Nick, explain to Lee what's happening with this scene.
Yes. So it's kind of dark, really dark. But Joseph is just a regular guy, probably mid-20s, late 20s, and he's going to confess to this priest, but the priest had raped his mom when he was younger. So, and then the priest ran away to a new town, and to become a priest, he kind of clear his name and leave all of that behind. And then the priest ends up, raping little boys as well. And it turns out he had actually raped Joseph, who was his son. So it's in the style of Oedipus Rex a little bit, and that's from that.
The priest raped Joseph's mom to make Joseph?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he raped Joseph.
With unknowing, like not knowing that it was his son.
Yeah.
And then at the end, Joseph's like, he reveals that I am your son, and he did this to me. And then,
So Lee, this is based on a scene from Oedipus Tyrannos, okay, where Oedipus realizes at the moment that he realizes that he is the child by his wife.
Right.
Okay, and that sort of thing. So this is meant to sort of update it into a current situation that might have happened and that sort of thing.
Right.
So the drama is where Joseph is talking about this to the priest who does not yet know that he is his father. And so what Nick has envisioned here is that and Henry's going to play Joseph, okay, and Trey's going to play the priest. It's really about the expressions that the priest has that's going to be the big thing. Just a second.
Right, that's what
But we have dancers, okay, and dancing Joseph is the Kendra. I'm saying that right, aren't I?
Right.
Okay, and Jazaria. They are going to act out
What they're saying.
what's in the priest's mind. See? So sort of a revelation from the past.
Okay.
It's to sort of bring out, because the priest will be, showing this emotion, but then they will actually be acting out the things. Yeah.
Okay, when we're acting it out, like in about 6 piece when they used to, like whatever they feel, they put it on their part.
Yeah.
They feel silence, they feel fun.
Yeah.
I was wondering if we could do that for Joseph, like the dancing Joseph. Like, it's not like he's blinded by what's happening, but it's like he feels like he wish he was, and he didn't know who was doing it to him.
Yeah, I know.
Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The yellow, the orange line that solidifies pain, like misery and misery. As it means. That was just a suggestion.
Good idea.
Do we have some, so let's think about the churchgoers. So we have the idea of a pew here, right?
Yeah.
And how do we want the pew organized? Because we'll have a few people that will be singing Ave Maria at the beginning of it.
Yes. So I hadn't thought of necessarily a pew or where it go, but if there was going to be a pew.
We could certainly have them on, in profile this
Yeah,
way,
okay.
or we could have their backs facing, or something like that.
Yeah, I like that. Because they're not necessarily like the main. So off to the side.
And they would not be, they would not be aware of what's happening here, but they
Right.
would, but there would be a sense of. Okay, so what's the matter?
Does confession happen, like, when does this happen? Like, is a service going on or something?
No.
Okay. So the church goers are.
But it's a mass on that. The things are happening in the church, there's congregants that come by to sort of pray or something like that. Let's imagine that there might be kind of a rehearsal, that some organ music might be going on in the background, and that people just kind of start singing kind of spontaneous. We can probably get an organ version of Ave Maria. Which one did you like? Did you like Schubert's or did you like?
So I found Celine Dion's because it had English lyrics, and that's the lyrics I pulled from the.
Okay.
And that's what the chorus sings. So, yeah.
Oh, I can see if that's whatever, but we can get an organ version. of
Yeah.
that, And then you guys can sing. It can be, you guys can do everything. So let me get some chairs so we can simulate that, okay?
Show where the chairs are backed up.
Okay.
Okay, I got a question. Nick.
Yes.
The dancing Joseph is only dancing out what Joseph is saying.
Yes. Yeah.
And the dancing priest is only dancing out.
Yeah, so I just call Dancing Priest and Dancing Joseph just because it's working title. But basically, they're both acting out what Joseph is saying. Because, like, I think Dancing Joseph is going to stick, but I think for Cesaria, we'll play the kind of the outside forces working on Joseph. So whatever that may be. So just like Joseph says at one point, bounced around from house to house, like they didn't have a home, things like that. Stuff like that. And then Curlon, the higher students, was talking about Joseph and really violent emotions that aren't explicit whatsoever, and express what's happening.
Right.
But because the priest doesn't actually.
So we could possibly have some, the congregants come in, and then we can have a little bench for them to kneel on while they're singing or something
Yeah.
like that, way to kind of bring out the whole sort of thing. All right, so our choreographer, okay, so we'll read through the play, and you can be thinking with our dancing Joseph and our dancing priest about something. So why don't we have Joseph and the priest go through their lines while you guys, maybe in the background there, can be thinking about motion or movement or stuff like that. Professor Stark, if you have comments, you pitch, join right on in. We can hear you.
Father, forgive me for murder.
Okay, I don't have any comments right now. I know that Janelle said that she's watching, so whenever.
Okay.
Jay, if you want the screen, just
So there's a delay too. So Janelle said that she is watching.
Okay. Okay.
It's not necessarily a speed, but just to keep them on.
So let's imagine, we'll just run through this really quick. We'll do a little bit of Who Knows music. I'll see if there might be an organ version right here, if we can just get it. So, this is like 30 seconds or something like that. While the congregants come in and take a seat. Maybe we can.
Did Nick want to swing beyond?
Yeah, do you know, can you look and see what version she did, whether it's Who Knows or Schubert's?
Well, I have it up on
YouTube.
You want the link?
Yeah. Here, I've got a version from the media that had for organ and violin.
Okay. That's the swing beyond. But you may want an instrumental.
Okay.
Okay, do you let Janelle in to me?
Oh, I have it. Can she request and I'll let her in?
Okay, maybe she wants me to.
So this is Schubert's version.
Okay.
But I'm sure we can get an organ version, that was like,
Yeah, whatever music is fine. It's just about the lyrics.
Okay, so the imagine the music is going, the congregants come in. Joseph is in his name. Joseph, why don't you, here we go. Hey, Janelle.
Hey.
So we're just working a little bit on Ave Maria, okay?
Okay.
And then
Your mind's working right now. I'm like watching on my phone and then like FaceTiming me and.
Okay, fantastic. It's great to have you. Okay, Henry, why don't you imagine coming in? Janelle, you're going to need to use some AirPods or something like that so we don't get feedback. Okay, all right. Okay, so here we go. So go ahead and read through the lines.
Father, forgive me, for I have committed murder in my heart.
Is that all, child?
I mean, how am I supposed to feel? Day after day, month after month, year after year, the anger builds, seeking justice. Yet, I find none. But maybe there's hope, right? Maybe God has a plan for all of this. What was his plan when my mother was raped? Where was his plan when I bounced around from home to home? What was his plan when I never knew my mother. She was 16 when she had me, the oldest of 5. There was no chance her parents could afford to take on another. Plus, who would want to be reminded of the day their life ended every time they look at their child? And my father, well, he could either rot in jail or get out of town. Heard he's a priest now, believe it or not. So off to foster care his bastard away. Do you know what it's like to have nowhere to call home? No one to call family? To feel like a burden wherever you go? Of course not. You just get to sit there and listen, untouched, unburdened by the sin of this world. Anyway, by the time I was 10, I thought I had found a home. A couple in their mid-30s, they treated me like their own. Beautiful people. The poor woman was barren. So I had a few foster siblings as well. Brothers, sisters, laughing, crying, family. I finally had a family. One big happy family. When I was 14, they had me go through confirmation. I loved it. I absorbed everything. I would go home unable to hold back from sharing everything I had learned with my parents. I'll never forget the pride on their faces. I only had 1 week left. I had just finished class for the day, at this church actually. My sponsor usually picked me up, but he couldn't that day. So I sat alone, waiting on my parents. He came up behind me, like a thief in the night. His eyes were muddled with perversion. His voice, he could yell at the top of his lungs, and his voice would keep that chilling, soft tone. He was a shell of a man. No God left in him. He took everything. My life, my love, me. I didn't know what to do. Ashamed, embarrassed, I ran. I couldn't stand to face my family. I felt like I had somehow failed them. So I ran and ran, and I ran. But it's all God's will, right? We all just get to sit back and relax while we suffer because God has a plan, right? Why don't I get a choice? Why don't I get a say? You had a choice, didn't you? You had a choice when you raped my mother. Was that God's will? You had a choice when you raped me. Was that God's will? Yes, I know who you are, Father. And soon, everyone else will too.
So it looks, I mean, I'm just thinking Nick, let's think about what movement might be there. Okay, so there's the first one about there could be kind of handing off the babies, right?
Yeah.
So that could be 2 of them, one bringing up a baby and handing it off. Okay, so that's what happened there. We could have one, in other words, I'm not so sure that the vignettes can be what he's going through in his head.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, by that sort of thing. Then we have another one where there would be 3 actors, a couple who are welcoming young Joseph, right? And then we have Then we have the last vignette that is involved the boy and the priest.
Right.
And you know, some sort of movement, and then the last scene would be, I would imagine that the priest takes him by the hand and leads him off stage or something, where we know what's going to happen.
Yeah. No, I agree with that as well. Yeah, and I realized that, like, I don't want it to be what's inside his head, but just kind of narrate along with it. And as far as, they don't need, dancing priest and dancing ghost. That doesn't need to be for just the dancers. But as far as the beginning, I like that. And also, just maybe something to signify, like, bouncing is a pretty, motion charged word, so just bouncing around the window, something like that. And then also at the end, we could take them off stage, and also Karan talked about just like very violent choreography. Like that's not suggestive by any means, but you get the sense of what's happening with the priest and the boy.
I do, I think that in the interest of keeping this relatively tame.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That we could just have the priest lead.
Okay.
Joseph.
And that'd be Greek as well.
Yeah, that'd be totally great. The one thing about Greek tragedy is all the terrible things happen off stage. Okay, we never really see terrible things. Lakendra and Jazaria. I'll get there eventually. To be thinking about, what kind of movements you guys want to make to this. And Lee's on it. Okay, fantastic. Do we want? So Janelle is online right now. Do we want to do a little Aphrodite's Baby?
Yes, sure.
Janelle, say something.
Can she hear us?
She's waiting.
Hey.
Okay. All right, fantastic, great. All right, so we're going to turn it over to, while now you're with us, so let's go ahead and talk about Aphrodite's Baby.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Not like the moves yet.
Oh, we can move the chairs now.
Okay. Okay, great.
So what I do is you say I want to have a phone.
So I think we had some music, right? Let me go get Alexis because she needs
She
help.
says something like, so put music and just run it through the
Alright, so now we're going to sing compliments and the lactose things and between the YouTube and the. Yeah. So now I'm looking at the solely Google Meet. At this point. Yeah. It sounded much better on the YouTube, but yeah, but it's definitely yeah, that was my concern.
Alexis has got the music.
Close.
Could you cue it up?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so that was like in the
What's that playlist called that I made?
Big spender, isn't it something like that?
Yes, but it's a certain. making the spaces for them. And then one of my suggestions was just so that you should get all of your play in. Was to kind of cut this first dance number in half. That way
This
it
is
wasn't
what?
so long.
No, vote.
So you could get into the rest of the clock. So, and my thought was to start it once Gal was taking, but we can get your thoughts on it and see where you think we should get this license. So y'all, I'm gonna play it, okay, already?
And
You
then
gotta
we
get
go
permission
down.
from the plan.
Huh? Oh. So we need to vote.
This one's back.
Huh? Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then we, after you do the last part, you do.
Yeah,
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, real deep pockets, good looking and so fine. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I'll pop my coat for every guy I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Come on, would you like to have fun, fun, fun? How's about a few laughs, laughs, laughs? Can show you a good time. Can show you a good time. The minute you walk in this joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, real big pockets, good looking, so fine. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I'll pop my coat for every guy I see. Hey, big spender.
So, like they added that really great group piece at the end, or group dance. Can you hear me? Yes.
Bill, come over here this way.
So they added that that synced up dance number at the end. So I think we should keep that and start at your PK turns and like fade the music in and then fade it out.
so like,
Yeah.
how do they, you know, we're posing.
Yeah.
How do they get from there to like being around me with PK turns?
Well, I feel
From
like
here to my PK turn, I'm smack it.
well, I think we can't start there. So I think in the vision of everything, we're like y'all should start just on the stage and the lights kind of come up and the music comes up with the lights and then you begin to
Then we
turn.
start, yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
See what I'm saying? Or they could just be like walking around and just break out in the dance.
So you want to
That could be
try
cool.
to, so we start in the pose,
Yeah.
and then when she starts singing, she starts on the PK,
Yes.
and we start to.
Yes. Or maybe don't, but don't even pose. Just like be in the space as you would be acting the roles. And then once that part starts, you start to dance.
Like in every routine surround you.
That's exactly right.
I mean,
That's exactly right.
it'll still be time to get up while she does the PK.
Yeah. So just like lounge around.
Cause I think she still wants to,
The PKs?
like the pose.
Oh, the pose.
But we don't have to hold it and stuff.
Yeah, you're holding it. It's like, did you hear it? Did you hear it? Okay, great. Did you agree? Do you like it?
Remember, after, okay, so after 5,
I could see you in the looking and so fine. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind?
Wait, so is that after you?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Did I start it after when you get turns?
You go here and say, come.
This is before right now. This is before.
Yes.
So, you can
The minute you walked in the joint,
the music and stage, you know what she said, every guy. This is about
Yeah.
I could see you in this, good looking and so fine. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I hung up my coat for it.
So we'll start there, and then, okay, so I'll start at 10 seconds before that point, and like fade it in, and then we'll fade it out.
You and your mate exercise.
Like this? What do you mean?
Straight side. I think it was good.
So what I'm here, start it before this fade it in. Okay, and then.
Pick your turns your face back.
I'm gonna do that.
Where did BK back? That's the only turn that your foot is back. That kick.
I hung up my coat for every guy I see.
What's that?
Hey, fix the night.
Opposite hand.
So we have speaking roles in this one, right? Are you playing Galatea? Is that how you are? Or do you have,
She's Galatea.
you're Galatea?
I'm not gonna say that. Right? I was gonna say that, but I thought I was gonna say it wrong.
Just gotta go for it.
I hung up my coat
And then we've got Aphrodite, who's gonna be Aphrodite.
I see.
What she says.
Hey, fix the night.
Oh, you're Aphrodite? Okay, are you Aphrodite?
The mom.
You're the mom? You're the mom, okay, alright.
Would you like to have fun, fun, fun? Has a lot of you. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I can show you a good time. I can show you a good time.
I can't breathe.
The minute you walked in this joint, I could see you were the man of distinction. Really,
Okay, I have our timestamps.
Alright, so we also have a male role here, Pygmalion, who
Yeah.
has some lines at the end. Who's gonna play that? So we've got, Cesaria is gonna be playing Galatea, and Lakendra's gonna be doing Aphrodite. So we need Trey? Alright, Trey's gonna be Pygmalion.
Yeah, you're right. Perfect. Are you ready to put it in?
So does he have a script? Can he be learning his lines?
Yes, let me get that thing for you.
Yeah.
Well, do you have your hand with you? Is it in your bag? Hey, wait, can you pass me like that? Are you okay?
They're not even playing, like, the YouTube on my iPad is not in the same place as YouTube on. So I'm trying to, like, work it down. Can you see what they're doing and hear? Is it?
Yeah, I can see everything. I can see it. I can hear it. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's a little bit faint. Like, I could hear everything on YouTube, but it was just laggy, you know.
Yeah, so that's the problem. I can hear better and see better on YouTube than this.
But it's like 5 seconds, you know, of lag time. So that's the problem. We're not really conversing in real time at that point.
Right.
So when she says it the first time, y'all start.
Don't dance full out. You don't have any memory. Right.
Hey. Okay, so Allocated when she starts dancing.
What did you say?
So like we need for Allocated to be doing something. Like when she starts to dance and she's, getting into the flow. I like how she comes across, kind of like pushing the hand away, like all of that stuff that's been established. I love it. But as far as like showing like, ooh, I'm Allocated.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna have her do when after she pushes the hand away and she starts, kind of walking away? What is her dancing?
So you're talking about when after I help her up?
Let me see.
So as soon as she gets up, kneeling before her mother, so to speak.
Yeah.
So as soon as she gets up, she has all that staff. She pushes the hand away. She's like, ooh, I'm Allocated, basically.
Oh, okay.
But she needs to be doing something
I got it.
to indicate that she is owning the room for right now before her mother gets off.
I got it.
So she's doing something. You guys are dancing, the people who are up, but she needs to be doing something that's significant.
Yeah.
So she can own the room, paving way for her mother.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. So after you get what do you do? So,
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna give this a drink. And I'm assuming Maylene is not in this scene.
No.
Right, so he needs to just be there.
He can just be off the side. He's just off to the side.
Hey,
Are
Trey.
you gonna, no. Hey, Janelle, so Pygmalion, you don't imagine Pygmalion to be a part of this, right? You see him as something off the side, correct?
Can you repeat that one more time?
Sure. You're imagining Pygmalion, the Pygmalion figure to be just off the side, correct?
Yes, sir. I was imagining him to be kind of off the side, basically, like looking at, his flat plate. If we have time for that,
So you do that.
that would be perfect to be off the side with focusing on him, but he's, trying to think of the perfect woman. He's such a constructor. Yeah.
Okay. So Trigon's going to be he's going to be Pygmalion, right?
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to be one of Aphrodite's servants.
Well, did you already get the role of Pygmalion?
Well, try it with your right.
Oh, no, I didn't. I just thought Trey was beautiful back there. Like his pose looked fantastic. And it was like set in my mind that is painted the perfect picture. But yeah, I mean, if he wants to kind of meander to the side,
That's why I said try it on your right.
start constructing the perfect woman, yeah, I guess that could work, but we'll have to see.
So there's a question mark, so push down.
He's sort of Pygmalion. He's a scorpion.
I like that.
I need something like right after that.
I like that.
We'll do that. So, back to the chorus. Oh my gosh, go better? Okay, great. Go. Am I doing the fade-in music situation?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, you show me.
So we won't be in our poses. So we'll be in our poses. Or like a forward.
All right. Fade-in. Is it?
eyes allowed a few last night.
Translation. So can we start it to, to the beginning, just so it flows and we don't get confused?
Yes.
Thank you.
So when you start,
Let's just make the music favorite.
So we're gonna, we're gonna
Okay.
Right. I'm
put this out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go like this now. So the time is shorter. She's going to start the song has already started. But it's not gonna be for the house. This is
The
gonna
minute you walked in the joint,
for every guy.
I could see you were a man of distinction, real deep pockets, good looking and so fine. Would you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I'll pop my coat for every guy I see. Hey, big spender. The minute you walked in this joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, real big pockets, good looking, so refined. Would you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I'll pop my coat for every guy I see. Hey, big spender.
Thoughts? They weren't dancing at full hours.
So where exactly are we stopping? I'm sorry. As far as like,
I think,
of the dance.
well, I think stopping at where they finished choreography. Yeah. Is that what we
So,
And then Galate, she can, like when we get up, Galate is all the way up to she's like disoriented. And she'll be the only one moving. And we'll be in that. Oh, so like with the four. The rest of us stay on the floor and she comes up like that, like we did. In the round.
so it's gonna be like this first hey big fender, like so the hey big fender, and then it's gonna just cut off from there.
You can fade out
Yeah.
until like when the speaking roles start, right?
Okay, yeah. So I think we definitely
That's what I was
fade it out and have her be, kind of back. Well, wait a minute. I
Yeah.
thought of something.
Yeah, that will fit. That's
But
like,
yeah, I like where we're going with everything. I like,
I got
I guess the scheme of things. And so I do definitely like Galate's her part.
without the
So as soon as we establish that, it's gonna be beautiful, because that's all where we're going, that's all that's going on. So as soon as it's like perfect, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna fit the part. And it's definitely, it flows beautifully into Aphrodite. Grand entrance. I definitely like that. The only thing that I'm going to, I guess, make a pointer of is we really need those picks in there just to make a point. Again, she's showing off. She is going to be toppling over everybody, basically, like, hey, I got all the skills. I'm the head chick up in this place. So yeah, it needs to be very specific after that. After she does the the stairs could be amazing. So yeah, I'm liking where this is headed.
Can you say that again? Maybe just about the kicks.
After the PK turns, you said,
Yeah.
after the PK turns, what did you say to do?
Okay, so after your pirouette, so remember when she was like, how's that? If you laugh, laugh, laugh. So I want to be like very pizzazzy and like strong. So if you want to do like a kick, you can do anything in between like that kick and then the last kick. So I just need points to be hit on each laugh, laugh, laugh. I just need those laughs to be hit.
So you want to kick
So
on
a
each
kick,
side?
you can do anything in between to hit that point and to kind of make way for like the third kick. Or you can do if you want to do the second kick, the last laugh needs to have a second kick at least. So yeah.
Okay.
Just make it pizzazzy, hit the points, just to make sure you come on strong. You know, your Aphrodite.
Yeah.
You just need to be empowered.
Yeah.
You need to show everybody in that room.
So Janelle, can I ask you how you imagine the segue from this opening dance scene to the spoken parts?
Yes.
Okay, so as far as Galate, coming into a trance, and so as I'm hearing, like the music's going to fade out, and she's going to basically, I guess, dramatize the idea of, okay, I'm coming to a realization, I'm coming into a thought, and then she gets this out. And so after she basically shows that disposition, I want her to walk into the front, basically, like front center stage, and I want her to start her spiel. I want her to start her idea. And I want it to kind of be like, come across as it is a realization. Like, for instance, Tony bring up the script. Okay, so, I want her to be like, are we not the ones who bring about change? Like, it's kind of like, are we not this? Like, wait a minute, like, are we not the ones, basically? And then that's when I want the chorus to basically come in. Like, people start to hum. And then others, I want it to be split into two. Basically, I want a section of the chorus to be humming, and I want another section to basically ask these questions, like, who are you? Kind of like a chant. I want it to be very, very, like, mystical, so to speak. I want there to be some mystic element to it. So basically, like, who are you? And I want her to be like, Galate, like, emphasize who she is, establish herself. But I still want her to have this kind of like empowered, like, I want her to still present that she's the daughter of Aphrodite. So
How about if we...
I don't want it to be like too strong, like, Galate. I need some like feminine aspects in that.
Why don't we go through that opening scene and identify a moment where she will come to the front, okay? From the dancing sequence. So let's go through this, and you be watching, and then let's figure out when we want Galatea to sort of break off and move towards the front of the stage, and then the chorus would, then scream behind her. You want to have so it's going to be a dialogue between Aphrodite and Galatea, right?
No, it's a dialogue between the chorus and Galate.
Okay, all right. So Aphrodite can go. Do we want her on stage, or do we want her to leave stage?
Okay, so basically I want her to be in the background.
Okay.
And then eventually I want her to kind of come up, like kind of dance, prance, not prance, but I want her to kind of like drift upon Galate, kind of hold her for a bit, and then I want her to kind of like I don't mind for me to just go back and, you know,
Right.
try to, oh,
What if we,
for that.
what if we, at the end of this sort of opening montage of dancing, have Aphrodite bring Galatea forward, sort of lead her, and then when she
Do that. Don't whip it.
Aphrodite is kind of turning her loose into the world.
Spread yourself out.
So almost like a presentation.
Wait.
so that Aphrodite brings her
We
up,
should be able to see the
and
front of
sends
your
her to
shirt.
the stage, and then Aphrodite can go off. So
Turn that to
that's
big.
just the chorus. So the bond,
No,
so
turn that from
Galatea is
the
now
from
in
your
the world
do this. Yeah.
by herself, separated from sort of the divine world, for her to make her
So yeah.
statement.
Go.
So let's
We could try that, we'll see how it looks.
so let's try to find a point where Galatea and Aphrodite come together, you know, during this thing where they can then sort of come forward and Aphrodite can lead Galatea forward to the stage.
Okay.
So I think what I'm hearing is following the dance movement, all the other actors kind of disperse along the stage, and then Aphrodite brings Galatea forward to start the line. So Galatea speaks first. Should Galatea bring Aphrodite forward?
I'm wondering if we can't start,
Or start later?
that we come up here, that we don't do the first few lines, who are you?
Okay.
And we just start with Aphrodite brings Galatea forward, and then Galatea says, love has brought me here.
Ah.
Okay.
I think that's perfect.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so that, and the chorus members don't have to disperse, they can just sort of go around behind, kind of like be a procession.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
where Aphrodite brings Galatea forward with the procession, and then Aphrodite goes off leading the chorus and Galatea.
Okay. So go to where y'all finish your dance section.
So
So why don't we go through it and then we'll stop it?
Okay.
And then we'll figure
we'll
it,
start
then
this
we'll figure it out.
everyone else goes
So-
down. You'll be the
They're gonna
only one to
start
come
dancing,
up.
and Aphrodite's gonna bring Galatea.
And after
And then
that,
see what?
So start thinking about
Since you're
how
disturbing
the
me.
chorus can fit behind it.
You get it.
let's dance.
And like when you do that.
Okay.
What's that?
A dancing chorus bar.
I'm starting from the beginning, friends.
What is it?
Oh, go.
In the back.
Yeah.
You guys ready? I need places on the stage, places in the room, except for you.
So you know when we go down at the base,
She be on one way.
yeah, it should be on.
Okay, so just so you, just to recap what we're gonna do here, so we're gonna try to find a way to make a transition from the dance to the spoken parts.
So you know when we go down, into that, they'll be on to get up.
There you go.
She gets up and she helps her.
Very good, excellent, and then brings her forward, and then you guys can trail around behind.
Yeah.
Like a procession.
Because that's kind of how she,
Okay, good.
like she wants us to like be at the back, lounging around.
Okay, good, excellent, all right, fantastic. All right, we're all set.
Yes. She'll be on.
I'm excited. And then maybe,
Do I like where you're at when that part can just
So you can do that? You can do that? Great. Okay, that's it.
so Desire, do you understand that like when we finish, we're gonna bring you forward and then you start your monologue?
And then we do it. We do.
Do you wanna,
So you
me to hand you a script?
Okay.
Okay, I'll just, Anthony, be the script hander.
down,
To who?
you go down, and then we do.
Oh, after the dance.
Yeah.
Start.
Okay.
So,
I'm starting in 5.
Okay, here we go, ready?
don't have her. She's my mom. So once I come down, she helped me.
well, no, everyone.
I'm gonna help you up. So you're my mom.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, real deep pockets, good looking and so fine. Would you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. point. I'm up my goal for every. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Come on, would you like to have fun, fun, fun? Pass it out of you. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I can show you a good time. I can show you a good time. The minute you walk in this joint, I could see you were a man of distinction. Really, I guess. Good looking, so refined. Looking like you know what's going on in my mind. So let me right to the point. I don't have my boyfriend ring. I see. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender.
I should stay there now. I should stay
Does
there.
that work? You know?
Yeah, no, that does work. So, okay, so, hey, big spender. Okay, so yeah, her gal takes her walks over to Aphrodite. Or, I'm trying to think.
What if we have Aphrodite go over and,
Actually walk over to Gala's head.
yeah, I think that's better.
And like,
Yeah.
bring her up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I get
like,
it.
kind of like this.
No, let me go.
So Gal, I want you to kind of get up and be like, be in a trance, but also come into like an awakening. Like, I have just come into this realization, and then Aphrodite, I want you to look at Galate and start coming towards her, and then I want you to basically take her by the hand and bring her up to the center stage. To the front center stage, excuse me.
You know how to
So, yeah, no, that was we were on point there. Yeah.
Janelle,
Where to stop and basically the initial how to go about the beginning of the dialogue between the chorus and Galate.
Janelle, can I suggest that we not have Aphrodite go down with the other dancers, but that Aphrodite stays up the whole time, because she is the goddess, right? And so the others can sort of go, but she remains, front and center all the time, and then she can go over and say, I'm the presenter.
That makes sense to me. And then the other ladies are on this side, so she's like center.
So, my only concern is, so I thought basically Aphrodite at that point would be heading an ensemble with the dance. So, are we suggesting that she doesn't head to the ensemble?
Oh, yeah.
No, she definitely does.
Or like, should she get up at some point? Like, where would you be suggesting? Because I don't want it to be as though Aphrodite over there, off in the corner, or like, not imposing her authority over, the dancers.
Yes, no. So we're missing like 5 dancers. So there will be more dancers to her left. So what we're saying is, once the dancers all go to the ground, Aphrodite will be in the center of all of them, and she'll stay standing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely try that.
Yeah, and then so like the dancers kind of fall and the beat stays risen, and then she grabs her daughter and they start
So she should say.
the speaking.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense? Great. Y'all got it? Y'all listening?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
So when y'all go to finish the piece, but when you fall to the ground, are you going from your knees or from your feet? Like, how do you finish? Like, what's like the last 4 counts?
It's the
Yeah, so the kick. Okay, so when y'all do the kick, instead of rolling, so it's like look like kick and you go stand up and turn around. So when they fall, you stand up. Yeah. So kick and then no, that was not cute.
That
So
wasn't cute. I was like,
when you kick, bring your right leg down hold it, yep, and you stand up, and then just pivot. Yeah.
Right.
Let's start from the top. Great. I'm playing with you. We're like done, so I must remember that.
No, it's Shane went from back.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
The minute you walk in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, real deep pockets, good looking and so fine. Wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point. I'll pop my coat for every guy I see. Hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Come on. Would you like to have fun, fun, fun? How's about a few laughs, laughs, laughs? I can show you a good time. I can show you a good time.
We'll work on it. No
When
stress.
you walk in this joint, I can see you were a man of distinction, real big pockets, good looking, so refined. Would you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get right to the point.
And the kick, and then you stand up,
Every guy I see.
and then walk on it down the center.
So maybe when she passes the chorus people, they can start doing what they want to the line. Not like standing, but like.
But like just going out of the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It would be nice to have Galatea end up sort of in the center part of it.
Right. Can we at some point, like on Friday, let's reform the formation to where you're in the center as well. That way you can get up together.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be the schedule for every Friday?
Yes. So, but you guys, we'll talk about your schedule. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Does that make sense? Okay. What do you think?
I think we're off and running. We made some good progress today.
And then, so can you kind of do a little memorization station here?
Yeah, I
We
saw
got-
that.
That's right. We got lines to learn, team.
I think, well, this is actually, I mean, it's a beautiful word, so it's a lot. But if you want to be an actress one day, all right, practice, here we go. Great.
Okay, you want those other scripts?
Oh yeah, in theater, we used to make sure we had a little memory
That's
line monologues.
I know, that is hard work.
No.
I love it.
So we haven't cast the washerwoman we've cast, but we haven't cast King of Pain.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 5 of them.
What's the king of thing?
King of Pain is the dance scene, the Agamemnon,
Oh, yeah.
Don Agamemnon. Okay, so that has no speaking voice. It has no-
Oh,
Yeah.
the comedy.
But I don't think we can.
No, which one has
Who's their teacher?
I thought
We
the
already
king
did
of pain.
that.
I thought the father of pain was the vodka.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there on Monday.
The Baca was
But she changed the name.
was when you remember when they was dancing at the wedding. I think that's
They changed the name to It's Something, but it's not that.
And she said she'd be okay.
Because
But
at
like,
first it
it
was,
hasn't been cast, but we already got the part.
yeah, because at
That
first it was
should be
It's
possible
Virginia.
at some point in their,
It was not It's
and
Virginia.
they're doing testing, so they can't really do
That
that.
day.
It should be okay.
You know, it's not when I come.
It used to be called It's Virginia, then they
That's a
changed it.
wrap.
But it
So
wasn't the father.
we're gonna try to go over these lines at home. I emailed y'all the script.
I got it.
So be patient with me.
What is the star, huh?
That's the father.
Yes, that's the bottom.
Oh.
Yes, I will email you guys all the scripts so you guys can go over it.
So who's gonna play?
But I'm not gonna be here on Friday, but Mr. Lansing's gonna be here directly with you guys.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. Okay. Friday we're gonna go over I think that play. So I will email you guys that. And then this next Sunday, I forgot I'm gonna be in Miami. So I think we're gonna have to cancel next Sunday's practice.
I can be here.
You can. Well, no one else has a key to New Ballet who will be available to open the doors.
Oh, okay.
So that's good.
How about Lee?
I'll have to see if I can give him a key. Let me ask my boss and see. Because it'd be fine with me, but maybe someone else might come here.
Yeah, sure.
Bye.
Because I really think we're gonna be.
Bye.
Okay, let me talk with him. Bye, Casaria. All right, guys. So Friday, the doors at New Ballet open at 3:30, but we'll be in here at 4 to 6.
You guys are fantastic.
Okay.
You're fantastic, sir.
If
You got
miss
some
this
lines to learn, but this is
We'll
really,
catch you
this
up,
is
or
really
you'll be the
amazing.
other
It's going to be so
replays.
awesome.
Don't stress about it. This is elective. It's fun. I love it. Okay, great. These scripts will be on my desk, but I will email you guys. Huh?
Hey, is your phone?
Yes. What's it called, Mr. Reggie? Yeah. You want to use the new ballet film?